So that makes this the best performing car that we've dynoed together.
The best performing car that we dynoed together.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Cool. So good morning and welcome to the new channel. Not Jeff Buys Cars, Cars Jeff Buys. Speaking of cars that Jeff buys, any minute now, one of the cars that Jeff has buyed is going to be coming down this dual carriageway attached to a trailer. No, it's on a truck. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get it off the truck and we're going to take it straight down to the dyno. How exciting. BMW 320 manual 6-cylinder is arriving here and then going straight on the rollers to find out how much horsepower it's got. Welcome to the new channel, Cars Jeff Buys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. There. No, I don't know where it is. Is it there or is it there? You'd think I'd know by now, but I don't. Right, let's go and get this car on the dyno, see what happens. It does, doesn't it? Nice sounding car, isn't it?
Lovely, mate.
Yeah.
Really lovely.
Thing is, I know we say before they don't make them like they used to, but not only in terms of the build quality, but just the fact that it was a 6-cylinder, but not a particularly like performance-oriented car.
Just 6 cylinders because it'd be nice
Yeah.
to be 6 cylinders.
Just because it was a nice thing.
It drives nice with 6 cylinders.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
They're so smooth.
Yeah.
And I was driving down the motorway thinking, I feel sorry for the current generation of kids that will never experience a 6-cylinder engine just for the sake of it.
For the sake of it.
Different thing, isn't it?
Now some of the newer Mercs, like the C-Class, they're saying C200 on the back.
Yeah.
It's a 1.5 litre 3-cylinder turbo.
Yeah, yeah, it's not the
Right,
same thing,
it's
is
not
it?
the same.
But I'm sure they've got all the power
Yeah.
and all the 0 to 60.
I think your window's not right.
Oh yeah, I meant to say don't put the window down, but we're past that point now, so don't worry about it.
That's right, I think we'll get that back out.
Yeah, well, I had a fight with it earlier on as well.
We'll have another fight.
Window regulator, but as long as we can close it.
Yeah, we will.
But that's why we love old cars, right? So we'll have a look at the specs and see what she should be pulling. This is the channel for things that I do with the cars that I buy, hence Cars Jeff Buys. This is a car what Jeff bought this morning. It's a BMW 320i. Weirdly, it came up on Chris's system as a 323, but it is a 320, so it's a 2-litre, 6-cylinder. It's an extremely noisy place to film here, so I'm not going to tell you too much about that engine now, but I will just edit in this quick little documentary about that engine because it's quite an important 6-cylinder engine for BMW. So, let's go speak to Chris, see how much power we think this car is going to make, and then we'll put it on the dyno and see what it does make. Right then, 320i, 6-cylinder manual.
It's meant to be.
I don't know on this one. I've literally just had it delivered and then driven here. Feels good, feels tight, feels well looked after. Looks like a well looked after car. Tell you what, it felt good on the motorway on the way down here.
Exactly.
Just getting in a 6-cylinder manual E36 and a good one as well. The E36s, my memory of buying cheap ones was that they squeak and they knock and the plastics feel all funny, but this one just feels proper. Nice to be in it again. Yeah. So this, oh, just walked into the cabinet. This M50 engine was essentially the same engine. So this is a 2-litre and then it came in 2.3, 2.5 and then eventually 2.8, yeah, and it spawned the S50 engine as well. Yeah. But I'll do a bit more research on Wikipedia and then I'll just edit that in and it'll make me seem really clever. But actually, it's just me reading off Wikipedia with some edited footage. Yeah. However, it's lovely.
It's nice, I like it.
It's hard to go wrong with a 6-cylinder BMW, isn't it, from this era?
Yeah.
They just work.
It's fairly uncomplicated and nothing's pushed that hard, so.
Yeah. So,
work.
Cool. Condition-wise, we've got an Alpina front splitter, which is interesting. Very odd. And it looks like that's in...
It's different grey, so like a...
Yeah.
No, they're all matte grey.
It is, isn't it? Like yeah. It needs a little bit of bodywork. I mean, we've got... that front arch isn't too bad. The sills could do with doing. All the wheels need refurbishing, which will obviously be expensive because they're BBS split rim, which I'm told are quite valuable. Yeah. Sills all the way around. Again, I'd want to match up that paint and touch in all the bodywork. A little bit of rust on that wing, but it's clean, straight car, isn't it? Other than rust.
It's good for the year.
It is good for the year.
Yeah.
Bit of rust on the boot lid.
1995, isn't it? 1995.
95, yeah, 95. It's got lots of paperwork which I need to go through and see what their service history is like. This side's perhaps not as bad, but yeah, a little bit of. There's no damage as such. Oh, window regulator it needs. And then again on that front sill, but nice clean car. And this is, I tell you what, this is going to be one of the best sounding ones we've done.
It should be quite nice.
Yeah, they sound fantastic, these 6-cylinders. I like it a lot.
I really wanted one of these in about 95.
Did you?
But they're way too expensive though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Way too expensive.
Just simple, just nice, simple, good quality motoring.
It's got speakers in the roof.
It has got speakers in the roof, yeah. Yeah, let's have a look at these speakers in the roof. I was wondering that as I was driving along. Like, who does that?
I guess it's because they didn't want to put any in a parcel shelf.
Yeah.
Because then you would restrict you with the estate, so they stuck it like that.
Yeah. Oh, the headline is starting to sag as well, but that's about it. So a window regulator, a headlining, and a little bit of bodywork. Because it's not a huge estate car, is it? The E36 was, you wouldn't really class it as, not like the Volvos that we've had down here.
No.
It's not a big, it's not huge, but it's nice. Arctic grey metallic, I think it is.
Speakers in the door.
No speakers in the door, so they're in the back instead.
So they put them up there.
Well, that's handy because it means the kids don't kick the speakers out.
Exactly. Right, so I'll straighten her up then, Jeff.
Yeah, you straighten her up. You can't blame me for that. You drove it on.
Yep. Exactly. Oh.
Right then, so based on my research from Wikipedia, we're looking for about 150 horsepower on this one.
Yeah.
150 at the engine.
Yeah.
What we got?
We have got, I guess as an average, 148.
148.
So you did a 146.8, 147.5, 147.6, 148.4. So 148.
So basically bang on what it should have been from the factory.
Absolutely bang on.
That's pretty respectable, isn't it?
Very
Yeah,
good.
that's very good.
Very good. Yeah. Yeah, they're very good for it. But there's not a lot to go wrong on this engine, is there?
Well, if 150 was their published figure and it's 2 horsepower off that, this might be the best one that we've dynoed together in terms of accuracy.
Yeah.
I think it is.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, because the Volvo was my red Volvo was over.
Yeah.
But we think that's been messed with anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
So that makes this the best performing car that we've dynoed
The
together.
best performing car that we dynoed together.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Cool. So pretty healthy, feels pretty good. Everything felt fine inside. I mean, I probably shouldn't have bought it straight off the truck and bought it straight down here.
It feels sound.
It does, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
It's just
Everything feels as it should.
Just a nice, honest car.
Yeah, yeah. It feels, other than the window,
Yeah, I noticed you're
alright.
holding that halfway through.
it moved.
That's funny. I'll capture that on the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's obviously just dropped off its clip inside, hasn't it? So we can sort that out. Brilliant.
Yeah. It's gone a bit wonky.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's got style.
Yeah.
So a few cosmetic bits to tidy up, but mechanically,
Mechanically, it seems very well indeed, doesn't it? It's doing exactly what it should.
yeah.
No noises, bangs, not overheating.
No, actually that's a really good point. Yeah,
Yeah.
really good point. No overheating at all. Temperature stayed pretty solid the whole time, didn't it?
Yeah.
So nothing to report.
She's a happy car.
She is a happy car.
Happy car.
Brilliant. Right then,
Lovely car.
Dyno Day 2.
Dyno Day 2. Yeah.
Dyno Day 2.
Yeah.
And there we have it. The BMW has been dynoed, but most importantly, Chris has got a new coffee machine.
It's nice coffee,
It's
isn't
all
it?
right, isn't it? That's
Yeah.
good, that. Although we did have to go on live chat with the company to get the coffee machine working. But
Because the instructions were correct.
But we have been discussing how everything in the modern world is more technically complex than it needs to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like clocking cars is easier than ever.
Easier than ever.
Yeah. So you were saying that when cars come in here, if they're BMWs, you have to check that they haven't got...
Ask them if it's got a mileage blocker, because it can interfere with our... when we're flashing the ECUs, it works through the CAN network.
Yeah.
And the mileage blockers are blocking part of the CAN network.
Right.
Yeah.
So without going into too much detail and incriminating too many people, would you say that the number of BMWs out on the roads at the moment, quite a high proportion of them are using mileage
I say
blocking
it's
software?
relatively small still, but there are many out there.
Yeah. and it's easy to do, isn't it, with the
Very easy.
the BMWs and the Audis.
Just pull the clocks out and take one wire out, put another wire in. And
So there we go. We've got all these years of progress, and yet it's easier than ever to clock a car.
I'm going backwards.
Absolutely crazy. So BMW's done really well. We're quite pleased with the performance of the 320.
Yeah, really well.
1 or 2 horsepower down on standard, which it's basically factory in it.
It probably would have been when it was new. Yeah.
So it's as it should be.
Yes.
Great car. And speaking of great cars, I want you to bring your car to the next Dyno Day, which is going to be on
The 5th, Sunday the 5th of November.
Sunday the 5th of November,
Yeah.
10 o'clock here at Performance Remap.
Yeah.
Same format as before. If you haven't watched the video, it was great fun. So there's going to be between 10 and 15 cars again, so relatively small, very informal, very fun, bit of a laugh. All
Yes.
the details will be in the description of this video and in the comments so that you can go and buy your entry. Wrap up warm because it'd be cold then, wouldn't it?
It probably will be cold and it might be raining because it's England.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we'll see if we can get a gazebo outside.
We will get a gazebo outside.
We'll get a gazebo, and we need to speak to the guy, see if he wants to open a bit earlier.
Yes.
On the coffee. But you've got your new coffee machine, so we're all
Got a
right.
coffee machine in it. Yeah, with a bit of instruction, anyone can use it.
Exactly. We'll have them on live support throughout the whole day. Right, thank you very much for watching. That's the BMW, that's Chris, this is Performance Remap. 5th of November is the day. Hopefully, see you there.
See ya.